Good morning, students. Hope you all are fit and fine. And I pray to God keep you fit and fine ever. So, today we will continue our chapter Bravo Manju. So, as I have told you in previous audio, that Manju was very upset after listening the words of her father. She decided not to paint. Okay, so there was a sadness in their house. Manju's mother was very much worried for her. So now I will read and afterwards I will explain. Manju, her mother's voice raised her from far away. Will you give me a hand? Your papa is going to Mumbai next week. I have to take out his suit from the trunk. Manjula helped her mother take down the steel trunk. Mrs. Parilkar opened it but then shut it again. She turned to Manju and decisively, Manju, I would like to talk to you. Mother asked Manju for a favor. What was the favor? She wanted that Manju would help her to open the trunk in which her father's suit. Okay, Manju came to her mother and she helped her mother and took down the steel trunk. That was an excuse. In real, she wanted to talk Manju in alone. Mother, please, interrupted the girl, her dark eyes burning. Don't. Mrs. Parilkar gripped her daughter firmly by the shoulders and looked her straight in the eye, her voice firm with determination. She said, don't give in, Manju. There is so much in you that other girls don't have. Let it come up even if you have to fight. Fight, Manju, fight. Mother, as it was the plan of mother to talk her in alone. She asked about all the things and she hold her daughter and wanted to know the reason. But Manju didn't say any of the word. The mother again told, please fight because you had so many things which other girls didn't have. So Manju must fight for her passion. Manju's throat was thick with tears. She turned away from her mother and dashed to her room, flinging herself on the bed and burying her face in the pillow. When at last she sat up, her eyes fell on a newspaper cutting on the table. Strange, she thought, I did not keep it there. Puzzled, she picked it up and read, playing football with artificial feet. The bold heading screamed at her. In New Hampshire, she read on Richard Ballinger, who had lost his feet in a train accident, decided to play football with artificial feet. His coach thought it was ridiculous. His parents did not like it, but Ballinger stuck to it and made it to the Nashua team as the defender. Manjula dropped the clipping. What a brave boy, she thought. He did not give up. He played on despite what other people said. Perhaps her mother was right. As you know, Manju was very much disturbed. She didn't say any of the word to the mother. She ran from there. She darted straight towards her room. When she sat up, she saw a paper cutting on the table. Firstly, she thought, who put that paper here? Afterwards, she started reading the paper. That cutting was about a brave boy, Richard Ballinger, who had lost his feet in a train accident. He wanted to be a player of football. He decided to play football with artificial feet. But everybody who was near to him denied that he couldn't do this. But Ballinger was very much determined and he did and he got whatever he wanted. Then Manju thought that her mother was right. She must not leave her passion. She must start painting again. Now come to next page. Firstly, I am reading. She had to fight or like Richard Ballinger. Manjula walked over to her cupboard, hunting through the pile of clothes, and pulled out her colors and brushes. On the day of the on the spot painting competition, shortly after breakfast, her brother said, I am off, Ma. Ratan and I are helping at the entrance gate. They are expecting a big crowd. Turning to Manjula, he said casually, Pity you are not coming. I am sure you would have won a prize. I might still win one, Manjula replied as casually as she could. Afterwards, the day had come when there was on the spot painting competition was in Amol's school. Amol was very much upset. He wanted to see Manjula there. He had pity for her and he was sure also that she must win a prize. He turned towards Manjula. Then Manjula replied very casually that she would come. It didn't matter she would get the prize or not, but she must come for that competition. Okay, reading now. Manju, does that mean you are participating? Amol jumped up and hugged Manjula. I knew you would do it. I was sure you wouldn't give in. Manjula freed her hands and answered softly. If Richard Ballinger could do it, why not Manjula Parilkar? Her brother looked at her. A broad smile spread over his face. Richard Ballinger? Mrs. Parilkar asked, surprised. Who is Richard Ballinger? Richard Ballinger, spoke Manjula and her brother together. Plays football with artificial feet. Is not that something? So, after reading about Richard Ballinger, Manjula was determined to take part in on the spot painting competition, and Amol was sure about her victory. And they both told their mother about Richard Ballinger, who was a brave boy and he was an example in front of all the people those are physically challenged. So, students, this chapter tells us that if we have the power of determination, our physical problems are not hurdles of our life. If God doesn't give us something, in the place of that, He gives us many more things. We should not concentrate on our problems, we should concentrate on our past. So, with the hope that you all are getting well, I would like to say you please concentrate on your study and read the chapter. If you will read the chapter thoroughly, then you will come to know all the story. And next time, I will send you all the question answers and book exercises for